internship with Zeta. How many months did you intern for in your college totally? Like throughout 4 years, how many months did you
Uh, so 10 months, so 1 month unpaid, 10 months at Spenny, 10 months
intern?
at Zeta, uh, and 2 months at
Uh,
Microsoft because that was also there,
uh,
and around 5 6 months there where at a new
there.
startup.
Uh,
No, the one Web3 I told you, no,
okay,
where I
okay.
was working as a founding
Okay,
engineer,
okay, okay,
FTX.
okay, okay.
Uh, so 10 plus 10, 20, 23, 23 plus 5, around 28 months.
Okay, so which means like 2 years, 4 years of college, you done internship for 2 years. I mean, that's like huge. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I'll say ki, so I did early grad. So my college was 3.5 years only.
Okay,
So after first year, majority of my I was with internship. I left only during exams or something. So
okay.
that 2 month gap is because of exams and all.
What? That's pretty great, bro. I mean, like that's how you stay in touch with coding at all. I mean, because whenever
Huh.
I was doing things like I got too carried away by academics and stuff, so I never really got that
Huh.
much time to invest in because I was in advantage.
So one thing is that how internship help is, so when you are building your own stuff, like you are learning yourself and you are building. So I'll tell you advantages and disadvantages of internship, which I have realized. The advantages, when you're not like when you're in an internship, you are like focused, like you have some discipline in that.
Mhm.
Like instead of you are building your own projects, you're learning by yourself, you lose track. Like you have academics, so you go there, but and your friends are asking you like to come somewhere, you
Uh,
have to go on a trip, so you generally go for, you are like, "Okay, I'll do it later," you just
mm,
postpone things and it gets delayed. But when you're in an internship, it's your duty to do that, so you don't have an option to skip that. You
yeah,
have to do that because you are getting paid and
yeah,
you get money also, so you
yeah,
have, you
yeah,
can spend that in your college. So that
yeah,
way internship have a benefit, you remain disciplined, you learn new stuff, you learn how like in a job perspective, you learn how products are built. If you build your own projects, you don't know, like no one is reviewing your code, so you
mm,
don't know that you are using the correct structure, you are using writing correctly or not. In the internship at a company, you learn all that stuff, so
yeah,
that's how that is helpful. uh, but how that becomes a disadvantage is like how uh, I have faced that, had the disadvantages. First is you can't focus much on your CGPA. Like it wasn't important, so it wasn't a disadvantage. But if
yeah,
someone wants to go for an MS, for him CGPA is important. So that in that he can't, like it's hard to manage both internship and and that academics. And
yeah,
other disadvantages, when you work at intern, like at a company, most of the things you work are like company code only,
yeah,
so it all adds up in your resume, it all adds up in work experience.
yeah.
But in projects section, you don't have your own project. So I was doing an internship, so I never got time to work on my own projects which I can
Yeah,
display in
yeah, yeah.
at my resume. So
Okay.
for now, if someone asks me about my proof of work, like, so if I want to do freelance and if someone asks me about my proof of work, that what you have built earlier, I can't give him the links because
Okay. Yeah.
at Zeta I built an internal whole platform. It was a big thing,
Yeah.
but it was internal to Zeta. They don't
Yeah.
have a public link of it. I can't
Yeah.
prove it that I have done, like
Okay.
I have, like I can't send a link to someone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that time it becomes a bit of disadvantage. So I think it's better to keep a balance between your own projects, your own
Yeah.
proof of work. That helps when you apply for some fellowships or some people ask you about your. So I have done a lot of coding, but in Zeta they were using Bitbucket. In
Mm.
Spenny I had my own Spenny GitHub account. So my
Mm.
personal GitHub looks very blank, but I have
Okay.
done a lot of. So those are
Okay.
bit some disadvantages. So if someone asks me about my GitHub profile,
Yeah.
it's not that great that how much I have worked.
Okay.
So these are some disadvantages.
Acha.
So,
Makes sense. That's
so
really good
if
insight. Yeah.
someone is working, like I didn't knew all these things when I started. So for someone who is starting, it's better to know that these are the trade-offs.
Yep. Yep. Perfect.